Hi guys, Mike here from KS Bushcraft Down Under. I'm going to do a knife video to help you select the right knife for what your outdoor intentions are. So the ultralight hiker, weight is everything. If you're eating freeze-dried meals and stuff, you're probably not going to be making tent steaks and stuff like that. So you can have a knife that's an ounce or just under 30 grams and it'll do you fine for what you want. And if you're a bushcrafter, the sky's the limit. You'll end up with something like this beast here that allow you to split wood and do all sorts of stuff. Now neither of these options will spread your peanut butter on toast very well. So guys, that's what we're going to do. Right guys, let's get started with the sub 30 gram collection I've got here. So your first question you're going to need to ask yourself, do I just want a blade or do I want some form of multi-tool? I've got a reasonable selection here. Now this little 58mm Victorinox is a whole pile of different models. This one's the Rambler, so it adds a cap lifter and a handy Phillips screwdriver along with scissors. Now scissors are really useful in the field. So 28 grams, a number 6 Opinel. Now this does have a lock on it, which is a really good thing to have. This is a Vargo titanium. It's got what they call a Warncliffe, or I call it a sheep's foot. Big enough that you could spread peanut butter on toast with that. Little fixed blade by CRK, can't remember where I got that. Another smaller Victorinox and a Giltech rock. So this is using Stanley blades. So if you want to travel by air and you can't fly with a blade, you can just drop a blade out of this and buy one where you want. So all of those will do anything that a lightweight hiker would probably need. So we'll step it up to slightly bigger. Right guys, stepping things up. Now this collection here weighs in between 50 grams and 109. So we'll start off with the Victorinox compact. So blade, scissors, cap lifter tool, corkscrew, and a baggage hook on the back. That's at 64 grams. The Opinel Junior. Now I've changed the blade on this. They normally have a rounded tip blade for kids. At 50 grams. Now this has a whistle. So it's really a great thing to have in your kit if you're outdoors, is a whistle. You can shout and yell all you like, but you can keep blowing a whistle a lot longer and be heard a lot further away. So this is a classic Victorinox Soldier. So this tool set here with the ream, the can opener and the blade is a brilliant combination, okay? So stepping up to more complex multi-tool, the Victorinox Huntsman. Now the Huntsman is 97 grams. It does have a wood saw. So having a wood saw really increases your chances if you have to make some form of shelter. You can make a great shelter with sticks no bigger than your thumb. So having the ability to cut wood. Now it has scissors as well. Now an alternative to the Huntsman is the Victorinox Farmer X. Now, this is the heaviest on this table here at 109 grams. A brutally strong tool, much stronger than this one. Now if you're going to go simple, the British Army 2-layer knife here with the sheep's foot blade, cap lifter, can opener. Now this has got enough blade width that you could put your peanut butter on your toast. And if you're looking for a little fixed blade that's robust, has a 90-degree spine, you could go the Mora Eldris. So all in that sort of range. So we'll look at the next level up from that, and I've got a bit of a wild card for you as well. Righto, let's get into the big boy end of the range. So I think I've got a reasonable selection of stuff. So if you're looking at like folding multi-tools, I've got this Victorinox Ranger grip, so plenty of blade on there if you're wanting to use this as an eating tool, and a good selection including a wood saw. Now, for a long time I carried the 111mm Soldier, so this is a great knife. I wasn't particularly keen on the semi-serrated blade, but it's grown on me. So that Soldier is about 148. Now I'm weighing all this stuff with sheaths, so by the time you get to this size you're going to have some type of sheath, whether it's the original or not. So more robust. This is 140 grams. This is a brilliant knife. It's super affordable. Okay. I've got a Chris Reeve Soldier. Now I think this is discontinued. This in the Kydex sheath is 160 grams. So this was my travel go-to knife for decades. I normally carry that along with a Victorinox Huntsman or a Climber as a pair. So the Garberg. This is a bushcrafter's favourite. Now I used it with a custom-made sheath. That's about 320 grams. So that is a solid blade. And this here is the Havelis bush tool, so big, chunky. This is a knife which can basically hack down a small tree. So this set here is about 700 grams, so it's a significant loadout and sort of at the top end of knives. So I've given you, I think, a pretty good spread across the range of what you might need an outdoors knife or an outdoor knife to suit you. Now, virtually every day we want to eat something. So there's a few bits and pieces which include like hobo knives that allow you to have a pocket knife and a spoon and combinations thereof. So I'll show you. I don't have a huge selection. I'll show you what I've got and what can work for you. Righto guys, let's round out this video with eating. So we all like to eat every day, and your utensils can quickly add up. So as a young bloke, all the kids wanted these. So these are German Army knife, fork and spoon kits. It also weighs 198 grams. Okay, so the easiest way to loosen it down was basically throw out everything and keep the spoon. Okay, because there's not much in the field that you can't eat with a spoon. Now, for decades of my climbing time, I carried the MSR spoon and fork. Now these little dots you see here are level measurements from my MSR Titan kettle, so I can measure out liquids. Combined with a Victorinox picnicker, so that's a 2-layer 111mm knife. So I fitted this one with custom scales. It's also an adventurer because it's got the Phillips. But basically enough knife to handle all your outdoors tasks, and you can still use it around the table. Now for those that don't want two tools, Snow Peak spork. So they're about the gold standard when it comes to sporks. So this here is a case hobo knife. It was actually made as a special order for the First World War for the Red Cross. So these would be pretty hard to come by. But that size of blade and a decent sized spoon, it's a pretty good bit of gear. I don't know what modern iterations are out there, but that's pretty good going. So taking it to the extreme, this is a Tad gear. I think they were made by Knives of Alaska or Seiko in Japan. So bottle lifter, can opener, a very small spoon to slow you down, but it's only 43 grams. Now what I think is actually a pretty good option is the Opinel picnic set. So it comes with an Opinel knife. It only works with one size, unfortunately. It's the number 8, which is a great size in outdoors knife. And it comes with a detachable spoon and fork, but you can't use the knife why that's in place. Now that whole kit, so if your outdoor adventure is basically all you need is a knife and a spoon to eat stuff in the field, that could probably be a good option for you. Guys, if you find this content interesting and it helps you get out there and do good stuff, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.